I wanted to go over Darth Vader's true feelings and thoughts of his injuries and of his armor in Star Wars Darth Vader, Lords of the Sith. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, it is greatly appreciated. Now, one of my favorite novels out there by Paul Kemp is Darth Vader, Lords of the Sith, which takes place just before Tarkin, and honestly, it is one of the best books that surround Darth Vader as a character. At one point in the book, which by the way is canon, surrounds Darth Vader's true thoughts and feelings of his injuries and of his armor that he is now stuck with for the rest of his life. So, let's go over a piece from the novel that I will be reading to you guys, and I hope you all enjoy. So it says, Vader completed his meditation and opened his eyes. His pale-flamed, savage face stared back at him from out of the reflective black transparent steel of his pressurized meditation chamber. Without the neural connection to his armor, he was conscious of the stumps of his legs, the rune of his arms, the perpetual pain in his flesh. He welcomed it. Pain fed his hate, and hate fed his strength. Once as a Jedi, he had meditated to find peace. Now he meditated to sharpen the edges of his anger. He stared at his reflection a long time. His injuries had deformed his body, left it broken, but they perfected his spirit, strengthening his connection to the Force. Suffering had birthed insight. An automated metal arm held the armor's helmet and faceplate over his head. A doom soon to descend. The eyes of the faceplate which intimidated so many were no peer to his unmasked eyes. From within a sea of scars, his gaze simmered with uncontrolled and controlled harness fury. The secondary respirator still attached to him, always attached to him, masked the runes of his mouth, and the sound of his breathing echoed off the walls. Drawing on the Force, he activated the automated arm. It descended and the helmet and faceplate wrapped his head in metal and plasteel. The shell in which he existed. He welcomed the spikes of pain when the helmet's neural needle stabbed into the flesh of his skull and the base of his spine, unifying his body, mind, and armor to form an interconnected unit. Very interesting stuff, guys, I gotta say about Darth Vader. And one thing that I would really love to see when it comes to the future of Star Wars after Star Wars Episode 9 is perhaps, and I know some of you guys out there may disagree, is perhaps a Darth Vader film that really goes into this visually of Darth Vader's pain and suffering, what he has to deal with his injuries, and how he essentially uses that as inspiration to move on further and to create more anger within himself to make himself all the more powerful. However, it's that suit, it's the armor, it's the pain that it causes, the needles that go into the skull of his own. It's very interesting stuff, guys, and honestly, if they ever were to do a Darth Vader film, I think that his pain in itself could be a villain to himself. So guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one. From night to moon, we hear them moans again.